Hello everyone, welcome to Asura Psych, and today I've got for you 3 quick tips on how to be a healthier ENFP. As an extroverted intuitive dominant type, the ENFP is one of the more interesting personality types in my opinion because their behaviors and personality traits tend to be very unique compared to a lot of the other types in how they present themselves and how they engage with the world. And I just want to give some quick tips on how they can kind of interact with their world in a better way. Let's get into it. So my first tip for ENFPs is to learn when to slow it down and learn when to reel it in. As an extroverted intuitive type, your cognitive ability, your cognitive speed is nearly unmatched compared to a lot of the other types. The speeds at which you can come to conclusions, generate new ideas, and hop between topics is nearly unmatched. Not many other types are going to be able to keep up with the rate at which you can speak about things that interest you. So if you want to meaningfully communicate with other people as an ENFP, it's important for you to realize that sometimes you need to slow it down and let other people catch up to the idea you're on. Because if you fully explain an idea and before you let the other person process what you're saying, you switch to another idea and begin to fully explain that one, they're not going to be able to keep up with you, and that can be really frustrating to a lot of the other types. So my second tip for ENFPs is to be aware of the anchoring properties of repressed introverted sensing. Repressed introverted sensing is unique in that I call it the anchor because it usually acts as something that weighs the ENFP down. ENFPs hate being weighed down by details. They hate being anchored to one point. They want to be free, they want to be moving, they want to be engaging in multiple things at one time, and they hate it when they're forced to do one thing for an extended period of time. But on the other end of this, it can be a struggle for ENFPs when they engage with something new and they apply their anchor to it, which is to say something like a relationship. This can be a common problem for ENFPs. Because they're constantly switching between new ideas, it's very easy for them to view a specific new idea as something that's great to them, something that they want to be attached to. And they may set their anchor down on purpose and anchor down to something before they've given themselves time to really analyze what it is and how it affects them. To further use relationships as an example, it's not uncommon for ENFPs to get into new relationships and think of them as if it's the best thing that's ever happened to them. They get into new relationships because extroverted intuition notices all the great and new things about the person that they're with. So they set down their introverted sensing anchor within this relationship and treat it as if it's the best thing that's ever happened to them. Because of repressed introverted sensing, though, they're also likely to forget the details of their past relationships that may have caused the relationship to fail, or they're going to fail to notice the things in general that have caused them problems in their life because they don't pay attention to details naturally because of their dominant extroverted intuition. They want to be viewing things that are new and exciting to them, and it can be hard for ENFPs to settle down in long-term relationships instead of shorter-term relationships because they begin to set down this anchor and treat it as if it's the greatest thing ever. And then as soon as that begins to fade away, then they begin to struggle to enjoy that relationship in the same way. So it's important for ENFPs to really realize how they're going to interact with things once the excitement begins to fade. So my third tip for ENFPs is to try to find balance between being spontaneous and having a long-term plan. As an extroverted intuitive dominant type, specifically one with secondary introvert feeling compared to thinking, it's going to be hard for the ENFP to kind of make long-term plans for the ideas that they have, because they tend to view ideas in the objective moment, in the now, in the short term, compared to, say, introverted intuition, which tends to view things in the long term. So the extroverted intuitive is going to be very creative. They're going to have very creative, spontaneous outbursts, but they're not always going to have the pull-through to make their ideas a reality. That said, though, with tertiary extroverted thinking, it's very realistic to think that the ENFP can develop their extroverted thinking in a meaningful way and learn how to organize their lives, learn how to make meaningful and productive changes towards the goals that they want. All right, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed these 3 quick tips on how to be a healthier ENFP. I really like doing these videos, the 3 quick tips videos, and I think I'm going to do them with all 16 types. So if there's a personality type that you'd like to see done next, please leave it in the comment section below. I would like to remind everybody that I do have personality typing sessions available. If you'd like to work with me to find out your personality type, you can find out more information about that at my website, asurapsych.com. This has been Asura at Asura Psych. Have a good one.